Let's tell you about this now. The African Transformation Movement has filed papers at the Western Cape High Court to challenge the decision of the Speaker of the National Assembly to decline a secret ballot vote on the Phala Phala report. The Section 89 Independent Panel's report, which found that President Cyril Ramaphosa may have violated the Constitution, was debated last week, where the majority of members of the ANC voted against its adoption. Newzroom Afrika's Athi Mtongana is following developments around the latest application by the ATM. What more do we know, Athi?
A very good afternoon to you. As you pointed out, the ATM in Parliament has approached the Western Cape High Court to contend the issues surrounding how parliamentarians, particularly those in the National Assembly, proceeded to consider the Section 89 Independent Panel Experts Report, which, as you've mentioned, found that President Cyril Ramaphosa may have violated the Constitution and breached the laws of the country, although, of course, we know subsequently that members of the National Assembly, through the majority vote, voted against the adoption of the report. The ATM is taking the Speaker of the National Assembly and the President to court to have that decision by the Speaker to decline the means of a secret ballot declared unconstitutional. They want that decision to be reviewed and they want it to be set aside. So they're not only looking at the issue around how the Speaker declined how parliamentarians should vote on the report, but they're wanting that entire process, that entire debate that took place earlier this month in the City Hall, of course, as a result of Parliament not being able to host many of the MPs. They want the entire process to be set aside, and they want the first respondent to be held liable for the costs. We've spoken to a few law enforcement agencies by the likes of the Hawks, and they've told us that they are continuing with the investigation and that they won't divulge any more information around the investigation, saying that they don't want to jeopardize the investigation. We're yet to hear from the Office of the Public Protector and the South African Reserve Bank, which we've also sent media inquiries to, waiting for a response on how far they are with the investigations, because on the day of the Phala Phala debate, we heard many opposition parties saying it's far from over. President Cyril Ramaphosa might have survived the possibility of an impeachment committee, but law enforcement agencies should make sure that they hurry up with the investigation. And so we went as far as to try and find out how far. But many law enforcement agencies that are investigating say they will not divulge any more information. Let's listen to what President Cyril Ramaphosa had to say earlier on this year when he, for the first time in Parliament, spoke much more than he would or that he did about Phala Phala. I doorstopped him, and this is what he had to say about the investigations.
Various agencies are looking into this matter, and as I said, I've been cooperating and also very impressed with the thorough manner in which they are looking at it. So they obviously must do what they have to do and do it thoroughly and properly. So, yeah, I'm satisfied with the process that they are following. It's due process. As I've been saying, due process must be followed. And so, therefore, we must respect them for the work they do and give them space and the time to do the work, because they are good at what they do. They are the experts, and we leave it to them. And they will conclude this matter in the time that they do.
Have they given you any time frame with your legal team?
No, they haven't given me any time frame. So, because I can't rush them, can I? They must do their work.
Athi Mtongana, thank you very much for that update. We'll bring you more detail as and when we get it.